you're going to have to start enforcing these ordinances that you make them, or the city's going to give up on you. I mean, the local people. And I've said before, Clay, you know, why pass one if you ain't going to, you know, enforce it? This good old boy stuff is fine to a degree, but, you know, it can only go so far, the way I look at it. But I sit around down there at Bobby Ashcraft's and hear it from different people in town and different places. They say, well, why should we worry about it? They pass an ordinance and then don't enforce it.
Well, that's going to change, I can assure you.
Thank you.
Anyone else have anything? If not, thank you all for coming tonight. And next we'll move to item C. Johnny Bill, it's your turn.
You want me to stand up over there too, or?
And we're
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. When we started cruising the ridge, we asked the city for the help. You all went along with us, 100%. And I'm not trying to start trouble with anybody. I'm just laying it out like it is. One of the city employees started to burn out. And I was involved in it the same as the rest of them. I'm not going to lie to nobody. My ex-wife with her Corvette, she was involved with it also. And a lot of people were involved in it. Then, you know, the talk got back. Some people called and complained on it. So we quit it. But then people would do it after we would turn the streets back over at 8 o'clock. And then I got jumped by a couple of city officials blaming the club for doing it again. I said, after 8 o'clock, it ain't the club. It's back to the city. And I was more or less, in a roundabout way, threatened. You know, we're going to have to do this, or you're going to have to quit doing this. I said, no, wait a minute.
Lately, you mean?
This was last year.
Oh.
But the two that confronted me with it, I know both of them speed. I do. I'm not going to lie to nobody. I've gone through town going faster than what I should. Also, I know that one of them drinks pretty heavily. And I said, now there's a law stating that you're not supposed to speed, but we do it. The law states that we're not supposed to drink a beer and drive, but you do it. So don't start jumping on me about something I have no control over. Now, I can't control everybody out there on the streets if they do a burnout or something. We try to tell them we announce over the PA, don't do it.
Last 2 months, we never had no burnout.
I know the last year we didn't have any.
So why you bringing it up now?
Well, I just, you know, it's what's starting on from back one, but it seems like now that the city had dwelled it down to where we're not getting any help from you. And that's what, you know, I want to know, are you all still in favor of us doing the cruising the ridge?
Well, yeah, what you want us to do?
Well, just like the deal that Bobby was fussing about, he didn't have it in the thing to pay for the ink cartridge to do the printing of the flyers. We furnished the paper, but I sent him the check to pay for the ink cartridge. Now, if we're furnishing the paper, I think that the city could help us a little bit, and we're printing strictly black and white this time. There's no color. So we don't have a copier. We don't have the money to go buy a copier.
So you want
we have spent thousands of dollars to get this thing on.
Some copies for you? Is that what you want?
Yeah, I would like to, but I was told I couldn't print any.
Who told you that?
One of the city workers.
Well, that ain't us. That ain't this board here.
No, it's not this board, no.
This board is what's elected to run this city.
Okay. That's what I'm wanting to know. You know, if y'all going to stand behind me, I'll fight back.
I'm sure this board would approve for one of our secretaries if you furnish the paper where it's not a cost of taxpayers a dime. We'll be glad to help you all any way we can.
Okay.
It wasn't the clerk's office.
I know it wasn't, Cindy. I'm not blaming you, honey. No, I know that. But you know, some of the club members said, "Hey, what in the world is the city doing now?" One said we can't do this, another said we can't do that, and we're not doing anything to break the law. And we need some help. And you know yourself.
You know this board will work with you. They give you everything you've asked for.
Yeah, you have. But I want to make sure we're going to keep on.
With you, we're glad to help you any way we can. As long as y'all furnish the paper and everything, we'll be glad to work with you. If it ain't cost the taxpayers a dry region, then we'll be glad to work with you.
Okay, no problem. But you know, we're doing a new sound system this year where people are going to be able to hear equally the same tone all through the area, where they can hear their door prize ticket called or whatever. We got different DJs. Somebody that's gonna stay here and work, you know, to help the city as well as help the
If you
club.
don't have a problem, you either come see me or one of these town board members here and we'll work with you. Talk to any one of the town board members.
Well, you know me, Clay, I got,
Don't talk to somebody out on the street.
well, I'm not on the street part on that, it wasn't. It was city employees.
Well,
That was, you know,
this board is elected people. So
that's-
we'll work with you, don't you worry about that like you've always.
okay, that's just what I wanted to know, because some of the people in the club, in fact, we've got a meeting this Wednesday night. Now, I know we're gonna be out putting up new speakers and stuff, to where people can hear, but that was one of the biggest questions that come up. Is the city gonna help us this year? Are they gonna back us? Are they gonna come up in a month or two and say, hey, no more cruising the ridge?
We've already voted to do it.
Already voted.
Well,
remember.
But I brought this man in here as a witness to where, you know, and not that they're calling me a liar, but when somebody else said, hey, I've heard the people say it in the council meeting, and we're fine.
Johnny Bill, you was behind you, you didn't have to.
Well, you know me, I got something to say, I say it, I don't beat around the bush.
Anybody else got anything on Johnny Bill here? We're on Johnny Bill's subject. Anything else come for this board?
I had a question if you're all ready.
Get up in it. Would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name's Johnny Masters, citizen, Kentucky. I was just curious. It's not like a gotcha question. It's just for discussion. I think it's a good idea. Internet for everybody. I was talking to one of my computer guru friends, and he was saying that you could put up a radio tower for about $300 to $1,000, and that's really cheap. And if you were to get like a $10 or $15 buy-in, you would be able to provide cheap internet, and you would be able to provide it, you know, for everybody. And that's a wireless broadband internet for the entire city of Dry Ridge. Williamstown right now is doing something like that. They control the cable and the internet. So that's one question. My other question is y'all's minutes and your budget. Do y'all post that online? So those are my two questions.
No, they're not posted online. We never did go forward with website with taking budget cuts last year.
Yeah.
But Williamstown, I believe, now I'm not an expert, but I believe if you check them, broadband is available to way out in the county. In other words, Dry Ridge, maybe they used to have a problem with signal at Folsom.
Right.
They're like up out where I live, I think they told me it was available in my house, and I'm outside the city of Williamstown, so.
John Souter's got it out there at his place.
Right, so I think the city of Williamstown has got a large area of coverage, as well as
We allowed them to put one on
Cincinnati
our
Bell
water tower.
Insight.
Fred just brought the same point you did,
Yeah.
Jamie. They put a tower on our water tower. They put a,
Williamstown did?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So that
They've
means
got broad coverage, practically the whole county out
Yeah,
there.
we give them
Don't think
permission
if
to
you'll
put a
call
tower
them.
on top of our water tower out here, so.
the only problem I see with Williamstown's was that they were charging $50 per per connection, which is the same that you pay right now for Insight. But I just feel like if the government, since it's a public service for everybody, you could actually. I don't know exactly how you'd implement that, or I don't have any plans. I just think it's a good idea.
We try to cooperate with our sister cities, and Williamstown being one, and we do cooperate in every way we can reasonably, although, there are certain amounts of things that we each have to do on our own. But I think at this time, it's been pretty well determined that since they're providing it, we didn't want to get into competition, so to speak, with them at this point.
I got you. Cool.
Well, they have the staff and the knowledge and technology. We don't have
They've already got
the
everything
staff
set
yet.
up in place.
They've done a good
And
job.
Right.
Very good.
Okay. That was it. Thank you very much.
It is available from you.
Anyone else have anything they wanna bring up? If not,
Mayor, I'll make a motion.
I knew Fred's gonna make a motion, this will second it. All in favor, raise your right hand, all ayes, the motion
Who's
carries.
second?
Thank y'all. Ansel, you know who's second.
Here's the problem.
That's standard. That's right. I look at Fred, say, Fred, do it.
You're right. You are dead.
Go, that was good.
Stay home, right home.
I said,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
you're
I'm
okay.
moving there, Mayor.
Where do y'all
I feel like they bought that wrong.
You're right down there?
It was really good.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. Just stand up for the people.
No.
Huh?
Glad you spoke up. I'm a brick.
Thank you.
Okay.
I tried.